Hi, this is a podcast dedicated to the role models on your doorstep here at the University of Leeds. This is a project funded by Research England through the Enhancing Research Culture stream. We wanted to create a platform to share relatable and inspirational stories from colleagues from a range of cultural backgrounds, sexual orientations, roles, and career stages. I'm Jacki Willson, an Associate Professor in Performance and Gender in the School of Performance and Cultural Industries. Today, I'll be talking to Rosa Quintana, who will be talking to us about her experience and perspective of working under the Directorate of Facilities as part of the Estates team at Leeds. Hello, Rosa.
Hello. Hello, Jacki.
Thank you for being interviewed today. I'm really looking forward because I know that you do more than just working, under the facilities team. But if we can start, just sort of 5 minutes for you to tell us a bit about your role here at Leeds.
Yeah, I've been working at the university since 2017. So first I started with only one shift in the evenings, and then months later, less than a year, I started in the mornings too. And my second shift is in the morning. I told you that, yes. And during the pandemic, our job was essential. Because we had to clean everything very properly. We have to sanitize.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And my job as a cleaner is keep everything clean, tidy, and sanitize, of course. I worked in Esther Simpson, New Lynn, and sometimes in other areas.
Mm. So it's a lot of work during the pandemic.
In the pandemic, it was, yes,
So
a lot of job.
What time do you get up in the morning? Is it kind of an early shift before everyone?
7 to 10. In the morning, 7 to 10, yes.
So what time do you have to get up?
So before, when I start, it's 7 to 10, but in the evening is 5 to 8. So you finish very, very late in the.
So it's both ends
evening.
from everybody else, isn't it?
Yeah. So for me now, I am lucky because my second shift now, I finish at 2:45. So it's good. But not everybody has the two shifts together like me.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So what do you enjoy most about your role and being at the University of Leeds?
I like to see all my area in good conditions. The relationship I have with my colleagues is very good. And one of the things I like more is to help to the staff and students whenever I can.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
Esther Simpson is the School of Business, is that right?
Yeah, it's business school. There are other areas or other buildings more dedicated to business school, but yes, Esther Simpson has a lot of courses about business school and other things.
And how big is the team that you work with? Just to sort of give me a bit of a context in your team.
For example, in Esther Simpson, in the mornings we are 4, 5, 6, 7 people.
Oh, so
Esther Simpson is very
big. It's a big team, and you'll have.
Yeah.
Do you have specific kind of sort of duties, if you like, specific spaces that you have to deal with?
In the morning, everybody has some areas. For example, in my case, is first floor. In my second shift, we are more housekeepers, so we need to keep everything, to check every corner, even if it's not our building. Because in my case, for example, is in Esther Simpson all the floors, and go to New Lynn, and sometimes other buildings in Lidon Terrace. So we need to check everything is in good conditions.
Yeah. So that's the overviewing job, if you like, isn't it? So you have the kind of clear, and then you make sure that it's
everything good.
Yeah.
And of course, to help students or staff, they need it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So next section. Can you tell me a bit about your life journey before getting your job at Leeds?
Yes, I came here 7 years ago, and I started to work in everything I found it.
Where did you come from then when you say you came here?
I came from Spain. I am Spanish. So I had my business in Spain as a photographer, but the situation in Spain, it wasn't the best in that moment. So I was thinking to change it and try to open my business in another part in Spain, but finally I decided, okay, come on to England. Maybe I can improve my English. And then I came here, I started to work in a cafe, in factories, bakery factories, as a babysitter. I think
just
in a hotel. Before that start here, I worked in a hotel for a year, and then I came here.
In 2017, wasn't it? So
in 2017 as well.
yeah. So whereabouts
Yeah.
in Spain were you? So you had a business.
I have a business
You
in
have
a
one now.
small village in Segovia. Segovia is a city, it's a province. It's like Leeds, oddly became to Leeds. It's the same at Segovia. And I lived in a small village in Segovia, and I had my business as a photographer in Segovia, and there.
So what did you focus on as a photographer? Was there any specific?
Yeah, I had my studio, photography in studio, and weddings and communions, these type of events.
So what was it? Just to give me a bit of context in terms of you were saying that it wasn't good in Spain at that point, and so you moved. Was it because it wasn't during COVID? So was there less of a demand for photography?
No, it's because that the crisis started in 2008. But the photography about the crisis, the economical crisis, the digital photography, it was another crisis extra for photographers. So many of the photographers has to close the business. So when I had to do this, I say, okay, I need to move another place.
So I need to move quick. I need to think on my feet and just
Yes,
go where I can get the work. And did you move on your own? Is it a family? Did you have to move your family?
No, the thing is, I decided to move, and one of my sons, he say, "Oh, I would like to do an Erasmus practice." This doesn't exist anymore, but in that moment he can do it. And then he came to Beckett University to do a Erasmus practice for 3 months. And finally, we decided maybe because he was here, why not to do a master? So he spent a year more doing a master's. So he spent 2 years more here.
At Leeds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's in Spain.
No, now he's in Spain.
Now he's in Spain.
Oh, and left you.
Yeah, no, I came because I wanted to come. And so the good is he decided to do the Erasmus, so we could come here together.
Oh,
that is good.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so I'm sure that you have quite a few having come over, all the way from Spain, but what has been your greatest challenges and barriers, and how did you overcome these?
My biggest problem is my English understanding. I suffer a lot to understand English. Of course, I improve a lot, but first it was I did, because the good to have my first shift in the morning and my second shift in the evening, I have enough time to go for courses. So I did every single day a course in different centers. So 2-3 hours every day to learn more in English. And now my job helped me a lot because I have to speak all the time in English. All my colleagues are foreign or English. nobody speaking Spanish, so I have to, and my boyfriend is English, so
Oh, that helps.
yes, that helps a lot.
Did you
Yes.
meet him here when you came over? That's a bit personal.
No, it's here is not speak, but when I decided to come back to Spain, because 5 years ago I said, okay, I have enough. I need to go to Spain. I met him, and here I am.
Oh,
5 years later.
I think that your English is very good. You know?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm wondering, did you have to fund that yourself, or was there a way of getting access to education through being at University of
Yeah,
Leeds?
luckily there are a lot of free courses,
Oh.
free English courses. So I can have courses almost every day for free.
Well, that's good.
Yes, yes, it's very positive. And the teachers are wonderful. So
Oh,
that doesn't mean because it's free, is the teachers are, but no, absolutely no.
that's great. And the makeup of the team then is a mixture of English speaking and European and international, is it? In the team?
Yeah, all my colleagues are Polish, from Ghana, from I don't know, French, a lot of different countries.
Which is fascinating.
Yes,
Isn't
yes, a
it?
lot. One of the best things in the to work here at the university is you can learn a lot about other cultures, and it's nice. Different languages, different accents.
Yeah, and different kind of just ways of seeing life, isn't it?
Yeah, and how they lived before coming here.
That's right. Yeah, and it's like you don't see that, do you? When when you have this sort of a whole kind of team who are there before people start and there when everyone's gone home, they don't sort of get to learn about those stories.
Yeah, I did something about that in my first exhibition.
I'm looking forward to hearing about that because I think that might be my next question for you, Rosa. Yes, it is. So I've put, because I know that you are a photographer. Can you tell us a bit, because you've said to me prior to us having this interview that you had two exhibitions,
Yes.
one about the cleaning services and one about the gardening team. So can you tell us a bit about that? Because I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, it was because when I saw my colleagues working, for me looks very aesthetic, and I take picture. Mentally, I was taking picture all the time, and I say, oh, I need to do something with this. I need to know what I have to ask for the permission to take the pictures, a part of them, of course. Then I email my manager, Jill Roberts, and I ask her if she knows who I have to talk with to ask for the permission, and she said, I'm going to ask for marketing and communications, and I let you know. And everything was so fast. Of course I explained to her about my idea, because my idea is to put in the, how do you say, in the point light to the cleaners. It's like a tribute of the cleaners.
Yeah, to shed light on them or to showcase them.
Yes, I want to everybody
raise their profile.
Yes, I wanted to show everybody what's the job of the cleaner, how important is the job of the cleaner. So I decided to put an unobtrusive impact, because our job is very obvious when nobody did it. And I explained to marketing and communication in a meeting, when you go home, you come back in the morning, everything is clean, it's tidy, but you don't realize it's because it has to be like this. But if one day that is not like this, it's very obvious. So for that, I decided to put an obtrusive impact. And talking with my colleagues, I decided, because one of them told me, it's true, we are a little bit invisible because even people don't realize how important is our job. And he said, when you say, they ask you, what's your job? And you say, I am a cleaner. Ah, okay. It's like, I don't know, what can I talk with you? And I say, yeah, it's true, because I have this problem too. Then I show in captions, I put something, I write something about the cleaners, how they were in the past in their countries, how they do it, what they do it, what their dreams, because some of them, I remember one of them, and I think she's studying now to be a nurse. So yeah, this part was so interesting to do it.
God, it's just so interesting. It actually made me feel a bit kind of brought a tear to my eye there. And what about the gardeners? Because you were doing about the what did you learn? Because you're not working directly for the gardening team, but that's another one that if it's not done, people notice. Otherwise, people just it becomes, what did you say, unobtrusive.
An obtrusive impact is from the cleaners, attributes of the cleaners, and the other is behind the greens. Because it's true, when you go in the green areas, you feel very good, very comfy. Yeah. And I say, yes, I would like to show now again to the staff and the students the job of the cleaners, or the cleaners, sorry, the gardeners in this case. And it was so nice. I would like to work with them. My first idea is work with them like as a gardener, and then start to take pictures. But I needed a special training and I couldn't do it. So I say, okay, I'm going to take the picture like an observant. So I take the pictures in through the windows, like in an office or in a cafe, or close to them when I walk in, and spend time with them for 4 seasons, so almost a year. And yeah, I think they are very happy. They went to show the pictures the first day, and they are very happy with the pictures. So for me, it's the best gift.
Oh, so it was a durational piece over a year almost.
Yes, yes.
To show the kind of the ongoing process that, of being a gardener at the University of Leeds. Is it that to capture the kind of what's
the job,
involved?
because sometimes with things, the job in the gardeners is only in the spring to plant and then watering in summer, but it's a lot of things they do, a lot of things. So I wanted to show what's the job of the gardeners properly.
Oh, so that's fascinating. Thank you for sharing that. So last few questions then, Rosa. Can you tell us a bit about one or two memorable moments in your work or personal life?
My personal life, of course, my children. And I think every mother thinks the same. So, and professionally, my exhibitions, for me, is one of the things England gave me, the possibility to have these two exhibitions, England and of course the University of Leeds. And one of them, an obtrusive impact, now is in the special collections of the university. So
your photography is?
Yeah, this
that's super, isn't it?
Yeah, so I live here a bit of my history.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. So are there any particular aspects, qualities, or traits about yourself that you feel particularly proud of and can share with us?
I think I am a determined person. For example, I came here when I was in my 40s late. So because usually you can see here students between 20s, 30s, but not my age, but I don't mind. Even this feeling when you try something new and you feel this scary in your stomach, for me it's like I have to go for that. So I have to go for example, in this experience to come to England. Yeah, this fear, I moved to me to do things.
The fear kind of
Yeah, it's
pushes
like,
you
oh,
on. It's like
I feel this feeling. Oh, I need to go for that. It's the signal I have to go.
it's a signal that you have to go.
Yes.
I like that because some people, I suppose it's that kind of, you can, that sort of says something about you, doesn't it? It's like, what do you do when you feel that fear?
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes almost never happen exactly the same like you think, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Only it's different. So, and this, I like to say, I like the life surprises me. So yeah.
So is there anything, I mean, I'll just to sort of add, do you think there's anything, you know, for people coming over from Spain or Europe or Ghana, do you think there's anything that the University of Leeds could do extra that would make you feel welcome, or, you
I
know?
think the University of Leeds makes very well because I talk with them, with my colleagues. And yes, I think they feel very welcome here in the uni.
Thank you very much, Rosa, for
You're
today.
welcome.
So, Rosa, thank you very much for talking to me today as part of our Role Models on Your Doorstep podcast series. It was a pleasure hearing about your story as a member of the facilities staff and as a photographer. So this has been Jacki Willson interviewing Rosa Quintana. And for those listening in, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Thank you for your interest, and please do drop in and listen to the other stories we have shared as part of our hashtag We Are Role Models or hashtag Warm project. Speak soon, and goodbye for now.
Twenty-two minutes.